realized that before I started at the RPA, the administration and council knew that the finances of the RPA were in bad shape. Since the contribution of $4,068,000 for $68,560 made in 2015 to the city of Reading, and over $30 million owed in bond debt, which requires a payment of approximately $3.4 million yearly until the year 2025. Also, I want to mention that this is over a yearly budget of around $6 million and projected revenues of approximately $7.5 million before expense. My staff and I did everything to the best of our abilities to correct matters, with the tools approved by the board of the RPA, whose members are selected by the mayor of the city of Reading. Please refer to Reading Parking Authority bylaws. However, I would like to point out the following. All accounting information of the authority is logged into Mass 90, Sage, the accounting software. Once information is logged in, you cannot take it or destroy it from the computer system. 2. All minutes, reports, and documents were emailed in advance to the board. One board member was an assistant to the mayor. And all these documents are filed and scanned to the Reading Parking Authority system, as well as contracts and/or agreements by the Reading Parking Authority staff. Minutes and reports were sent electronically via email to Council Secretary. In reference to the daily deposits made by the Reading Parking Authority, this can easily be verified through the bank statement of the Reading Parking Authority. This is all public information. And the one in references since I started February of 2016 to August of 2017. This is all public information, and you'll see what I'm talking about if you have access to these bank statements. I requested a preliminary forensic audit for the Reading Parking Authority, which was provided free of charge by Baker and Tilley. Please refer to the minutes of February 24, 2016. This preliminary report was presented to the board on March 29, 2016, and indicated the following: declining revenues, coin cash collecting fraud occurred at some point with event parking before my time, differences in pricing for different garages, lots sold to private businesses, selling of property like the 8 Lincoln garage, debt refinance. Other pending issues: capital improvement project plan proposal of $7,200,000. That was not presented until May of 2016. The garages were falling apart. Chunks of concrete falling. There was another pending issue from the Internal Revenue Service. They were requesting information in regards to outstanding bonds that were refinanced by the Reading Parking Authority. A consent decree issued by the federal government because violation of Title VII of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Discrimination suit against the Reading Parking Authority, which resulted in a cash payment by the Reading Parking Authority to several employees before my time. Elevators issue in all garages, gate issues in all garages, petty cash issues, over 20 access codes to the main door that were still active when I started. Credit card issues, event staff issues, time clock issues, gas card issues, towing issues, obsolete accounting software issues, parking agreement issues, server virus in December 2016, and I know that some of you remember that. That was a nightmare. Meter explosion at the Doubletree Garage in December of 2016, and many more. The mayor and city council and the board of the Reading Parking Authority were well aware of these issues, as well as our financial debt responsibility. Outstanding bond debt of over $30 million. Please refer to the reports, the audit report of 2015, Conquer Financial Schedule of Yearly Payments, board meeting minutes, and reports of March 2016, the Reading Eagle article dated March 26, U.S. bank statements, and 2016 and 2017 bank statement from First National Bank. I expressed my concerns in terms of the finances of the RPA with the mayor and board members prior to the audit report presentation by her bond auditors. At the board meeting of April 27, 2016, also, it was reported that revenues have been declining over the last couple of years before my time. Since the resignation of the RPA finance manager in April 2016, I requested to hire an accountant to the mayor and the board. The board spoke about the need of a replacement. Note, the director of the RPA cannot hire management personnel without the approval of the board by a motion. Please refer to the Reading Parking Authority bylaws. In June of 2016, I informed the board of the need to review the audit report of 2015 so that they were aware of the outstanding debt responsibility of the RPA and the need of a committee to review the finances for future short-term bond payment and capital projects improvement. After my request of an accountant, I clearly stated to use the budgeted money allocated to the Finance Accounting Department for this service until our system were updated and our books were all cleared. The board approved a company in June of 2016 at an amount of no more than $4,500 to see what the authority needed in terms of accounting. Please refer to minutes of June 29. 2016. In July of 2016, I informed the board of the urgency to review the status of our financial debt. Again, coming up for payment between October and November of 2016. The city had also requested $1 million from the RPA to the city. Please refer to the minutes and interim executive report for July 27, 2016. In September 2016, the board of the RPA stated that the authority had exhausted the $4,500 allocated for the company approved by the board at the June meeting of 2016, and that an accountant from the city was going to help out the authority. Please refer to the minutes of September 28, 2016. In October of 2016, a new parking enforcement supervisor is hired by the board of the RPA. Felix Fertiz III begins work with the RPA as a parking enforcement supervisor on October 31st, 2016. In November 2016, I requested permission to the board to hire a temp accountant because we were opening up bids for the selection of the forensic audit firm and to help out with the accounting. Please refer to the minutes of December of 2016. In December 2016, a company is selected as the forensic auditors. In January 2017, the budget was presented for consideration and approval. Also, the forensic audit research had begun. In February of 2017, I informed the board that we were working with a certified public accounting firm that provides broad-based expertise in all phases of accounting: tax, budgets, financial analysis, and planning. The company was helping the RPA with the general ledger. They had created a cash-proof worksheet that identified the difference between receipts entered into our system and visit bank on a monthly basis, March through December of 2016. This worksheet also serves a bank reconciliation for each month. In February 2017, the board approves again a contribution of $800,000. $50,000 check was also requested for the Reading Junior Police Academy. Now, the budget has not been approved. In April of 2017, I made a public presentation to City Council in reference to the Reading Parking Authority. Also, an email sent to all board members with the subject title, Matter of Concern, and I'll give you a copy of these documents. Towing also was approved under the city. Now, this is April of 2017 already. In May of 2017, my request for a full-time accountant, CPA, was finally approved in executive session at the RPA board meeting of May 24, 2017, a year later. But no motion was passed. The budget was finally passed. Please refer to the minutes of May 2017. In June 2017, 14,800 notices of letters of outstanding unpaid parking tickets were sent out. Please refer to the Executive PO and Maintenance Report of June 2017. At this time, we discussed the issue of undeliverable mail to very many recipients and the urgent need of a collection company. In June 8, 2017, there was an auditors meeting at City Hall. At this time, the administration recommended the use of a headhunter for the hiring of an accountant CPA. At the board meeting of July 27, 2017, the mayor expressed that he had reassembled the board because I didn't have a CPA. or finance director, and that I have people approving bills for payment, and that it was requested like 2 months ago. I responded, and I open quote, the CPA interview process is in the last stage. We are in the final stage of interview with the committee of the board for the final step of the interview process. I have been asking for a CPA since April of 2016. On August 3rd, 2017, the chairman of the board was removed from the board. Please refer to ex-chairman Nelson Espinal, who's sitting right here in front of me. On August 24, I submitted my 2-week notice. I expressed in my resignation letter that if I could be of any help during this transition, to please let me know. On August 25th, 2017, I received an email from the mayor's assistant, which expressed that the mayor has asked there was no need for me to come to the regular Monday meetings at City Hall. That if there was any question in regards to the parking issues, that they will send it to me over at the RPA. In August 30th, in executive session, the board decided to accept my resignation effective immediately. So I had to pick up and go. In layman's terms, the city of Reading has been using the Reading Parking Authority as a MAC machine, and that's all clear to very many people for years. Here's the problem with that. Every year the city takes contribution from the Reading Parking Authority to balance their city budget. In 2015, the RPA contributed to the city $4,068,560, ignoring the fact that there was declining revenues for several years, and debt responsibility bonds of approximately $3,450,000 payment that need to be done on a yearly basis until the year 2025. Now, this is considering the following: a yearly budget of around $6 million approximately, and approximately $7.5 million revenues before expense. So do the math and see what the problem is. A check also was requested in the amount of $50,000 for the police, Junior Police Academy, and a contribution of $800,000 was also made in 2017 to the city. Also, another issue is that the Reading Parking Authority Board is appointed by the mayor. No disrespect. But while I was there, this board changed over 10 times. And there I report to the board. It is public information that there were issues with the parking authority before I got there. For the Reading Eagle to run an article with the title that suggests that I was the problem is just wrong. The mayor's office, the parking authority, the Reading City Council, and the Reading Eagle knows this. These problems existed long before I got there, and they know it. Furthermore, the article also states that before taking the position as executive director, that I worked as an interpreter at the Reading Hospital, and I'm proud of that because it's work, it's a job. But what they do not mention is that I have a master's degree in business administration from Kutztown University, and that I have been a business owner in the city of Reading. When I resigned from my position in August 24, 2017, I offered to help with the transition, and on August 30, 2017, in executive session, the board members accepted my resignation effective immediately. I had to pick up and leave. It is sad to realize that some council member also used to be very active participating in the board meetings at the Reading Parking Authority. My question is, what happened after I started? I mean, what's the difference? Please refer to the minutes of 2015, all the minutes of 2015. But it's more sad to realize that someone that I consider as the great hope for the future of our community failed to acknowledge, support, and listen to the seriousness of my concern of the pending issues and financial matters that City Council was well aware of at the Reading Parking Authority. And this is what contributed to my resignation from this authority. Thank you.